You can take the whole family to the Lion King, get some fucking peanut butter M&Ms, sodas, the jumbo pop with the big one, unlimited refills. Have a night out with the family, or get an MBX mag. So let's talk about STI mags versus the illustrious MBX magazines. For not even 1911, really 2011 specific shooters, which a lot of times veers into competition shooters. I'd say there's not that many people who shoot 2011s who are not shooting competitions. But for those of you in the competition space, I cannot comment on really what it's like to be a competition shooter. Not my thing. But as just a recreational shooter who likes to shoot 2011s, that's your standard STI mag. It's a, straightforward plastic base plate on there. Nothing fancy. But if I'm being honest, I like this mag more than this mag. Now that might be offensive to some 2011 shooters, because MBX is really considered the gold standard of magazines. I mean, it is considered you want the ninja stuff, you go get an MBX mag. The only real benefit that I can identify in these is a steel, or maybe it's aluminum, but some sort of metal base plate, right? So it is gonna be more durable as it's crashing in and it's hitting rocks, unless you're babying your guns and never doing speed reloads. It's definitely gonna be more durable. Here, and a lot of people will talk about needing to tune their STI mags to their guns. I don't know. I've had 3 2011s and I've never had an issue, or just a factory STI mag wasn't tuned to the gun and the gun wouldn't cycle right. Never been an issue for me. So I don't know. So maybe in the competition world, where you're doing hand loads and you get these low recoil rounds, maybe that tuning of mags is important. For me, I'm shooting dog shit ammo out of a 2011, and these have never been an issue. But I said I like nice stuff, so let me try out these MBX mags. Here's the pro and the con of them. The pro, always reliable, never have an issue. Now, sometimes, and this is a little bit of a unique, let's beta test this. It's a little bit of a unique 2011 thing that I have not quite figured out what this is for, so maybe someone can educate me. Empty gun, new mag goes in, we rack around. Frequently, very minimally in this, but that round will unseat from that magazine a little. Very, very tough to see in that, and it's very, very subtle. MBX mag, we chamber around. I have not figured out exactly what is the cause of this, but a lot of times when I rack around, the next round in that mag will come unseated a little bit from that magazine. It doesn't seem to cause me any reliability issues, and it doesn't just happen with these. Sometimes it happens with STI mags. I just don't have an explanation for it. I don't know if it's a problem. I don't know if maybe it's supposed to happen. I can't really tell you. It's just an interesting point that I like to bring up. Again, for the nerds out there, these are made from 410 heat treated stainless steel. It's heat treated, so it's fucking heat treated, real deal shit. Now, they've got some different capacities. The cool thing, and I'm really not an MBX mag hater, I have one gripe, and I'll just go ahead and clarify what that one gripe is. These feed ramp lips are way too sharp. These are just way too sharp, and I do not know how else to put that. If you look at a STI mag, obviously it's a different type of follower in that MBX and that STI mag. I'm sure they have engineered this based on being a purpose-driven thing. I have no doubt about that. The MBX mags, the big boy, the 27 to 30 round mag, is only available in a competition-only model, aka the slide doesn't lock back. For someone who's not a competition shooter, I need my slide to lock back, because that's how I know my gun is empty, minus having to pull a trigger and I just hear a click instead of a bang. So with some of their models, you have basically minus the big boy, right? The 30 rounder, you have the choice. Do you want this to go to slide lock, in which case they typically take about 3 rounds out of the capacity. So instead of being, let's just say, a 21 round mag, now it's an 18 round mag, but it will go to slide lock. Okay, if you want the 21 round version, it's the same mag, it just holds 21 instead of 18, no problem, but it's not going to go to slide lock. But my biggest gripe with these is when you are chambering or loading rounds, and I'll just use this one. These feed ramps, when your thumb hits them, that hurts. It doesn't look like anything on camera. If you go shoot and you're running MBX mags for 300 to 500 rounds at a range day, I swear to you, your thumb's gonna be jacked up by the end of the day, unless it's just my mags. But that thumb moving over, sliding in that round over those little lips right there, that thing is way too sharp. And I cannot figure out why that is the case on these mags. It's not the case on the STI mags, which is why, frankly, I generally shoot STI mags over these. Let's talk about one more downside of MBX mags. They ain't cheap. And when I say ain't cheap, I mean, well, would you rather feed your children or get an MBX mag? Can't do both. You gotta pick. I can get my 2011 to run a little bit better in the IPSC match, or Timmy's getting bagel bites. Can't have both. An STI mag's not cheap, okay? 60 to 75 bucks for one of these bad boys. An MBX mag, the cost of these will increase based on the capacity of the mag. So a 16, 17 rounder versus that 30, there's gonna be a gap of upwards of 40 bucks in there. So you're looking at, I believe on the low end for low capacity, about $125 for one of these things. Upwards of 160. It's a lot of bagel bites. I don't know, there's no right or wrong answer. Do your kids need to, are your kids a little chunky? Maybe the kid doesn't need to eat. I'm not here to answer whether you feed your kids or get an MBX mag. I'm not judging. I'm just saying they ain't cheap, okay? These are about 150 bucks a piece. And the only downside, when I spend 150 bucks and my thumb is crying, it's just my thumb weeps tears every time I chamber around, that bums me out a little bit. They're reliable. There's no issue with that. They're solid base plates. These are great mags. Your thumb weeps and your pocketbook, if you're a dude, you carry a pocketbook, I don't care, it's no biggie, but your pocketbook, it weeps a little bit too. Thumbs and cash, both of them get hurt. So you pick, both mags work good, one's a little more pricey. The choice is yours. America. Okay. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel while you're here. Maybe like, leave us a comment. If you leave us a nasty comment or you leave us a thumbs down, that might be the lowest form of human interaction these days. Who leaves a thumbs down on a YouTube video? But subscribe. You can find us on YouTube, Outspoke, Full30.com, 1911 Syndicate. It's very simple. If you're a podcaster, you just like listening to audio in your car, you can search the Syndicate Minutes on Apple, Google, Spotify, and you can always find us on Instagram, Facebook, all those good things. Just search 1911 Syndicate, and we'll hang out. Come on, we'll hang out with each other online. Let's become friends. Come on, just do it. Go, do it now. Fucking people, can you not see that we are trying to talk? Camera, you texting me right now?